Hello, everyone. Today I have two beautiful people that are close to my heart. They have so much love for humanity and our planet. And I'm honored to speak to you today, Antonia and Greg, and show you a gift that you bring to us to support us to be who we are, that everything flows freely through our body, and that it is easy for us to emanate it out into the world and then receive with pose or posture and elan in this German word, the people coming to us so we can go into relationship with them and work with them or just have them as friends. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you
Marlene.
so much. So great to be here.
Yeah, I remember last year you were already once a guest on my Facebook live show, and I learned more about you, and then I had the honor of exploring with you your work. Yeah, so to really feel it myself, so it is going to be much easier now to highlight you, which I love because it is fascinating work. And I don't want to speak too much about it. I want people to hear from your words how you came to create your method and what it will do for them.
Yeah, well, each day brings a whole new offering of how that flow comes into the world. And for us, it's all about, being able to engage with people at a level where they can begin to become aware of what life is bringing them. Yeah. And then hopefully they can engage and have that awareness in a graceful way where that flow will help them move forward. So years ago, as we were kind of transitioning, from we both had corporate jobs at one time, but we always had this really deep curiosity. Our puppy might bark a few times.
Yeah, I always have a cat running through.
I was looking at her going, oh, I see she's going to bark.
Yeah, well, she
That's
gets excited. Especially when we talk about this, she's like, that energy stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
And, it was really curiosity that led us. And I remember the time, driving and thinking, I wonder if this woman that I had done some healing with, I wonder if she teaches this. And that was in the mid-90s. And it was, everything just fell into place as we decided to, really develop our business and move forward helping people with healing. And so these are really ancient structures that we use in healing. And I think any healing that we do with our bodies, it always many times has that more modern kind of front end to it that people create. But we always try to keep things in that very ancient context of what's best for our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we call our therapy is called Core Talk Holistic Therapy, and it really works with the mind, the body, and the spirit to have all. Here's the puppy.
And I do attract the retrievers.
Right.
I had 2 labs myself.
My healing trick. And what we love about this, the core talk, is that we really get to the core of the issues wherever they are. If they're in your body, if there are issues with, old patterns in your brain, how that influences your body, and really able to lift the old blockages or psychic manipulations or whatever energetic stuff is happening out of your body, out of your brain, by talking to your body. So we use the applied kinesiology, the system of meridians and chakras to work with that inherent beautiful energy in our body and really help get it brighter and clearer and smoother.
Yeah, that's really important. I love that as well. I love this combination of this ancientness and going back to our natural state. And you're bringing us, because we've tightened so much, right, through trauma, things we've heard, and we still have the vision of where we want to go, but our life has maybe put some dents in us.
Right?
Yeah.
On the detour.
And you are helping to figure out, you're not just coming with a hammer and denting it out. You're really going into the core and dissolving the source of that dent, or at least that we can look, let's say if I had the dent, I can look now differently at what has happened, with a different perspective, a different understanding, right? And it dissolves not just then this one dent, but helps starting to dissolve many others. And I think that is really, really important. And to communicate with the body, that's the only way, because our knowledge is embodied in our body, and we walk, right? And it's physically, we're here on this plane, and it's dense, and we have to bring it out into the world. And I love that you support through your work to find it. And once you find it, yeah, your way, it is so beautifully. And what I love about both of you, you embrace your client, or you have also embraced me so softly. It's so easy to open up, to surrender to, because I feel safe, and I've observed others, right? They feel safe as well. And then you can come and see even deeper into us, and then help with the next and next, and suddenly it goes and everything is unraveled.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, what I love is that our bodies are so intelligent, but they also have this incredible compassion for kind of our human state. And because, it's hard to imagine the level of intelligence when you talk about your body, what's going on within it from a physiological standpoint, that it does so nearly perfectly all the time without our brain really having to think about it, and without us having to be engaged. And what I love is that as we start to communicate with the body, it's so compassionate and so loving about how it brings the information that we need to hear, so that we can begin to create more flow in our body. So as we create more flow, then as we go through each moment and our mind is kind of trying to predict what happens, it becomes a little bit easier, and our reactions that may have been difficult for us start to just become a little less. And over time, that reaction, we start to see it, and then we make decisions. Do I want to react the way I did before? Oh, I feel like I have more flow. Maybe there's more grace in this moment that would allow me to be different than I was when it wasn't the way I wanted it, or when the dents were, more. And we actually take the metal that's dented and change the makeup of it. It becomes new metal, because we actually renew ourselves every day. We're different every day.
And what's so also fun about this work is that we're not talking about like diving in and wallowing in your past, or right, reliving anything. It's like no, but there is a piece about awareness, and about awareness of what has happened, and the impacts. And when you have that awareness, not that you have to go back and relive it or anything, but when you understand and have the awareness of things that have happened, then you can heal them in the present moment, right? Because we don't want to go back in the past. We want to stay in the present, because that's where we heal. We heal right here, right now. We don't heal in the past. We don't heal in the future. It's only where we are right here, right now.
This breath
Is the healing breath.
Yeah.
the transition and the transformation happens as we go in and out, aspiration of breath to change and transform.
And this is what everyone who's watching this right now, we can take a breath in and let it out and release everything that does not serve us. And it is that simple. It is that profound in this moment that we heal.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next moment comes.
And we can still have fun.
Yeah.
And we can still have fun.
All about
And
fun.
Right? And the dog,
Yeah.
no, the dog's lying down now.
when I
You
think, I
only
think
had
it's one
to
of-
say hello and that he's okay and that you're doing good work and you wanted to give greetings to Germany.
she's got her
Right.
she's got her bone and she has her baby.
So
Bone and
she's-
the baby, she's good.
It's all good.
Yeah, we know, and this is belongs also to have fun, to not judge what happens in the moment, and to go with the flow. And this was also flow. I loved how you reacted to it. You played, you accepted her, you let her show, so she got in a way, though satisfied, but she was curious. So her
Yeah.
curiosity got, or whatever she wanted to send out to us, she was able to do, and that was done, and she can go. And it's collaboration. Yeah, I have my plant here. Sometimes I have my animals here, right, too. There is always a need, and we can't fathom sometimes even in the moment what comes in the future or who's going to watch in the future. So we shouldn't censor it. And that's,
Right.
again, also your work does that's very in a similar way, where you learn not to, where we learn, or your clients, I learned not to censor myself, to stay wide open, right? That but the particles can vibrate in their state and say, oh yeah, there it's tightening again. Why is it tightening right now?
Yeah.
And then you give us tools to practice ourselves, right? That I cherish that a lot about you as well. You give tools so we can improve ourselves on our time, and then you're there if more guide or as questions need to be answered, then you're there. And this is also, I think, very precious.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, we just finished a 5-day experience, Energize Your Client Attraction, and part of it was that, and we finally said, oh, this is the easy flow formula, and it's all about that. It's, deciding that you're gonna go with the flow, and it's a real conscious decision you have to make sometimes. It's just like, okay, I don't know what's happening, but we're just going to let this, unwrap to exactly what's going to happen. And it could be so much better than my brain can imagine, that we need to be open to that experience.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the other part of that is to begin to, and it's not like you just think something and it becomes true. It takes experience of carrying that feeling, the faith, the belief, the caring deeply for the outcome that you want, that then you start to realize, wow, when I do that, the universe has my back.
Yeah.
It's like things come forward more in a way that we start to realize, I'm okay in this moment. And if I just go with how this is, then the outcome is most likely going to be way better than if I'm looking at it as this isn't going the way I hoped it had. Because that's kind of like, that's like putting it's like
A
putting
lid on top of it.
A lid on
it.
Small,
A lid on
keeps
top
it
of
too
it.
small.
Right.
Well, and then the universe has to work way harder to try to give you what you want. And it's going to try to go in and fulfill your needs all the time. That's just the way things are, because that's the way our body is. As long as we're taking in air so that the body can do its thing, and when we get hungry, we eat, the universe is going to continue to keep your organism moving in a way that you have unlimited opportunities. And then it's just a matter of our consciousness and our awareness being able to say, I really want this opportunity. Here's my vision of what I'd like to create. Here's the actions I'm going to take. And then once you get into that situation, then your body is going to be behind you. And then
with you.
With you. It is supporting you.
Yes.
And then if it doesn't happen the way that, if your actions are not, if you can't take action, then your body will give you all the information that you need of why you're not taking the action.
Yeah, it is always this way. Even if things don't happen, you've maybe planned something and it doesn't happen, then I say, okay, there's a reason why it shouldn't happen. Something else is going to occur. And you said so nice that it sometimes takes time, and it's also because when we start changing, and we do, right? So if it's the physics, the material gets shifted and moved around, but then also the environment around us shifts, or the people around us have to shift. That takes time depending on their way of being. And also if it's a more long term that we envision and set us in intent, it also takes time, because in the non-material where we start the thoughts, right, everything moves much quicker and it comes to this plane and it takes a little time. It's a denser place. It's moving faster and faster each a day. But this is also important to know, and to not, as you said, I love that with that lid, we can't fathom. If I look back, even if we all look back out to January, what thought would happen, what we could do, and I bet many things no one could have believed for each person themselves what was coming, and the big surprises, or how far or further one was getting than one thought one could go. And to keep open, and while you were speaking of the word possibility, so you're preparing the body to be ready for grand possibilities, and that we can be the vast being we are, right? And we have been, as we said, the life experiences pushed us tight. And so your unraveling also helps to take in the full space that we are, and to live who we are.
Yeah. And I think
Beautiful.
there's, and I wanted to just comment and make sure that your listeners know that you are such a master at realization of how all of this is, and that they should really use you as a resource. And I know that, when you do interviews with people, you're always saying, here's my guests, these experts who do this stuff, but you are truly, deeply an expert at the things, and a master at what you walk the talk. So
yes, we're honored to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So, and I love that.
with beings like you both.
Thank you. So I love the idea of time, because it's within that, it's a vessel. Time has this moment that we're in, but then we can also plan and vision what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And as we create that time vessel that we walk through with a vision of what's happening, and then we go with the flow at the same time, we don't really know where we're going to end up. Yeah. But we can have plans of actions that we take, and many of them have to do with creating things. Mm-hmm. And what I know for myself, and this lingo that we have, where my go-to emotion is anger, and anger is a suppression of creativity. So as we make plans, and many people that we work with, they have this frustration of not being able to get their stuff done, make take the actions that they want to get to the place that they see in their vision. And in the moment, as problems come up and they present themselves, what we teach with our students and our clients and everyone and ourselves especially is that it's those problems that there are the exact opportunities to see where the congestion is, to see where the blockages are, to see how that moment is creating an emotional setting or reminding us of something that's where the congestion starts to happen, where we kind of are hitting either the edge of what we feel comfortable doing or where we feel like, I just don't know how I would possibly do that thing. But what's beautiful about humans is that we plan. We say, but I want to do that thing. And it's great. And there's a reason why we have that ability to plan, because other animals don't plan the same way that we do.
Right.
They're like, I don't know, I really like grass. And when I'm eating the grass, I feel so connected with everything. And we're not like that. We don't eat and think, man, this is the best meal ever. I can't believe that
sometimes we do when we're optimal, right?
Right, but we also have this plan. And I really believe that the reason that we, and everybody's different, all their vision of what they want is all different, hopefully, because we're unique. Yeah. So it's like when you plan to do the thing and then you go to do it and you don't get to it, it's that situation is exactly given to us to be able to figure out why, what do I feel? What do I need to do? And here's the thing.
What do I need to heal in order to move forward?
Yeah. And I mean, the thing about humans is we're okay not doing anything. Yeah. It would be fine. And being here on the planet is enough. But when we create the vision and when we want to do it, then our bodies, our life, our whole spirit of this super consciousness that we have will lead us to the areas where we need to heal. And it'll use that vision and every moment of our life to bring awareness to that.
Yeah, to walk then our purpose. And we have our purpose so set, and to make it easier and easier for us to do it. And if you keep on believing and trust your own truths, one will get there. I will get there, you will get there, Antonia, and you will get there, Greg, right? We all have our personal and suddenly it's all there. These visions come to fruition and others will suddenly speak the words to us we have envisioned. That's a beautiful sign then, and that you have arrived, and then to also cherish that moment. So you have you did this beautiful challenge, but now you also have a masterclass and you're inviting people to work with you to go further. And also experience the fun things I have experienced. So, but share what it is all about. Maybe first the masterclass, that people can learn more about your work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to do this masterclass tomorrow, Tuesday, and Thursday. Mm-hmm. And it's so important to have awareness. So we talk about the 3 inner obstacles that keep spiritual entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs can be people. It's people who, have a vision and they want to do something, that keep them from being able to be abundant, that keep them from being able to make money at what they love to do. So, it's kind of the 3 areas that we'll talk about in depth, and and then what to do. We have a solution, of course. Whenever we present a problem, it would be no fair if we didn't have a solution. So we're going to have the master classes this week, and then in a couple of weeks we're going to start our one of our online programs, the Success Accelerator Code. I think, did you do that?
Yes, that's the one you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll be getting an invitation to come back and do it again if you want.
That would be so fun to have you. Yeah, and then in November, we're going to do a live event that'll kind of take all of that and integrate it into the actual practice of doing all of it. And we'll come together and
Virtually.
virtually, and be able to have 3 days of healing and this deep dive into how it all works and actually doing it. But it all starts with the masterclass this week.
Ah, perfect. So everyone, if you're listening, you're seeing this, join it. It's a moment in your life, and it will enrich you very, very quickly, fast and easy, and with a lot of love. So you can feel the ease of creating. You were talking, Greg, about the creativity, not being angry anymore or frustrated. Often anger is based on frustration, that your work doesn't get out, or you don't have the right words, or you're holding back. They will dissolve. And really, those are two sorcerers sitting right there. And you will be able to live your passion, your work, and embody it in every moment of your life. And the people will come and find you. And as I said, they will speak those words you wished to hear right back to you. And this is an amazing a feeling. Yeah, it does. It's a feeling, but it's really also what we don't have very often in our societies, especially in our Western society. We're not seen. And that is a way that you're then seen for the beautiful work you do. Same for you too, right? But is this, we don't have often people telling us what we're doing well and that it's functioning. And that's also why you both are here to, because you see and observe so well. Your eyes see very small shifts within people's bodies, but also in their energy fields and the influence or the connections they're creating with the cosmos.
Yeah. And how to, we just love encouraging people's unique skills and abilities and personalities just to become so full. Allow all of that beauty to just fill yourself up, because that's how other people can see it more easily. Yeah. So that's what we love to do.
Yeah, and then the collaboration starts, right? When beings come together, and then more beautiful things, and it's exponential. It is not just 2 + 2 or 1 + 1. Yeah, it is really exponentially, and there is again, a newness is created that has not been there before.
Yes, yeah. It's amazing.
The freedom and flow starts and just continues on. It's contagious. When you see somebody really being themselves, it allows you to be yourself. So when you're full, the people around you are so attracted to you because they want that feeling of freedom and fullness.
True. Well said, well said. So thank you very much for coming today and speaking to my tribe, my really family and friends. Whoever ever comes here, I think they're always in my energy and forever. And sharing your gift and inviting people and providing this free masterclass to everyone to get a glimpse, a taste, really a taste, and bodily feel it. Yeah, what you're providing. This is really very, very nice and not done often. So I appreciate that. And that's why I love to give my energy forward to you, and for you to be successful and to grow faster and faster and faster. So more and more people on this planet can feel free and at ease in being themselves and creating, because they all come from deep within. They all come with love, and they want the best for this. And we all want to live here in harmony and balance. So the faster that works, the better. Yeah. And we'll have fun and to celebrate, to sing and dance and meet each other in real life.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, what a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.